filmmaker, writer, musician, worship leader, missionary, teacher, servant. My name is Bethany, and these are things that I am or aspire to be. I've seen God work in so many ways in my life that it's hard to decide what to say about them. But I'd say the biggest changes He's made in me have occurred at a place called Pilgrim Camp. Pilgrim Camp is a place where members of our church fellowship, as well as people from all over the world, come together to get away from the things of this world for a while. But what makes Pilgrim Camp so great isn't the fact that it's on one of the most beautiful lakes in the Adirondacks, or that I get to see a lot of my friends there. It's the fact that most everyone is there for the same purpose, and that's to seek and serve Jesus. So naturally, God does some great things up there. And this past year, the main thing He did for me was show me that I'm not alone. Being a pastor's kid, there's always someone who won't let themselves get close to you. Someone who just can't open up to you. Someone who can't accept the fact that you're just a normal person who might even share some of their struggles. And I think that's one of the reasons that, even among my Christian friends, there have been times when I felt very alone in my walk with God, alone in my convictions, alone in my interests. But this past year, during one of those Pilgrim Camp meetings, God showed me something that I'd never thought of before. Alone with God is the most wonderful place to be. Although I'd never thought of it that way, it was something I'd been trying to accept all summer. And being able to put it into words solidified what God had been doing in my heart. Throughout the summer, God pointed out to me some of my friends who really had a wonderful heart for God, and friends who were seeking Him in a way I hadn't noticed before. And that was a big deal to me, because all I wanted was some Christian friends who I could talk to about what God was doing in my life, hear what God was doing in their lives, and get excited together. A friend who wouldn't see me as strange or old-fashioned for choosing not to see the newest Marvel movie because of certain content. A friend who would pray with me about my struggles and their struggles, someone I could be accountable to and who would feel comfortable being accountable to me. I can't say that I found that specific person just yet, but I've experienced all of these things with different people over the past year, and I couldn't be more thankful for them. Another thing I learned at Pilgrim Camp is that fellowship with other Christians is a very necessary thing for believers. And that's what I love about Taylor University's intentional community. But not only am I looking forward to having fellowship with peers who are excited about what God's doing in their lives and passionate about His call over them, I also love the idea of integrating faith with learning, and I feel that Taylor U is going to be a great place to develop the talents and skills that God has given me to use for His glory. As I mentioned earlier, I feel God leading me into some positions of leadership, giving me opportunities lately to lead worship in my church and help in our youth group. And I hope to continue to grow in these skills and to serve in some of these ways at Taylor U. And I think that all of this is why Taylor University has really been the only school I've wanted to go to since I first stumbled across its website quite a while ago. I didn't know where it was located, and honestly, when I found out, I didn't even know where Indiana was on the map. But I knew it was a place I wanted to be, a place I need to be. It's because Jesus is there, and wherever He is, must be a pretty cool place. My name is Bethany, and I aspire to be a filmmaker, writer, musician, worship leader, missionary, teacher, servant.